Okay, greetings, brothers and sisters. Thank you so much to all seminarians that are joining this lesson. In this lesson, we are going to start in a topic that we call canonicity. I'm excited for this particular part of our discussion. And so, for us to be able to better understand what we are going to deal with here, I would like to advise all of you to view all the lessons that we have done before. There is lesson 3, there is lesson 2, there's also lesson 1. And I just want to support the work that we are doing here by saying Out Seminary is available on YouTube, it is available on X, it is available on Instagram, it is available on Facebook, it is available on all platforms of social media. However, we are using social media to be able to reach all the seminarians so that we are able to do and cover the work necessary. Most of the questions that seminarians are having in class, if we're not able to cover them, we refer them back to these lessons. So I hope that is understood. Again, it is important if you are a seminarian for me to submit this understanding. All questions, they will primarily be received from our email called outseminary@gmail.com. And also we've made a WhatsApp platform available for further discussions. There's a group that we have opened for this particular year so that we can better understand what we are doing. And so these lessons will be serving as also a support mechanism for all those ones that want to participate or those ones that have participated in class that want to get a better understanding. We also want to appreciate alongside our audience on different platforms of social media that feel that with these lessons, they are at least able to learn the Bible, at least get a basic understanding of what we are doing in the seminary. And if we are contributing to the spiritual development, to the ministry training, and to the enhancement as people, as scholars, we appreciate that very much. And so we want to start with this 2.1 introduction. In this topic, we will hold a short dictionary and the process of canonicity. So that is clear of what we are going to do in the topic canonicity. We are going to hold a short dictionary, and then on top of that, we are going to cause us to understand the process of canonicity. So we are going to start now with the short dictionary, 2.2 short dictionary. Number 1, the term canon. Canon is a general rule. So a canon is the term canon is a general rule by which authoritative authenticity is discerned. And so it's almost for explanation purposes, and we expand it again in class, but it's canon is the yardstick. I will be using the cellular just to explain. It is a yardstick to be able to measure scriptures, to be able to measure the authority and the authenticity of scriptures. I hope that is understood. So when we are using another word, canonic, we are saying according to the order of canon. And when we are saying canonical, we are saying in a canonic form. And then another word here that has need to be defined is canonist, which is an expert in canon. And then we have a word that we call canonize, which means to make canon that which was not primarily canon. And then that now allows us to be able to focus on these words that are going to be very important in our understanding of the process of canonicity. We have the word proto-canonical. And the term proto means first or primarily or originally. And the word canonical is in a canonic form. And so if you get an understanding of both of those words brought together, they would mean firstly or primarily or originally canon. In other words, that which was not canonized, that which was not made canon. In other words, like I made an example of a yardstick, there are already books in the Bible that do not have need to be canonized or to go through the process of canonization. They already mark all the general rules required to be able to make them canon. So we call them proto-canonical. Number G here is deuterocanonical. Now, the word deutero also from the book Deuteronomy, deuterocanonical, we have to understand the suffix or the prefix, sorry, word deutero, which means secondarily. So, with that basic understanding, we're going to say deutero is secondary or secondarily or second and then canonical. So what makes something secondarily canonical? The implication of it is it was not primarily canonical. So it has gone through a process of canonization. And by going through that process of canonization, it has now moved from being non-canonical to becoming deuterocanonical. If you do not want to specify whether something is proto or deuterocanonical, you'll just be saying it is you'll just be saying it is canonical. I hope you understand. But now, because we are dealing with canonicity, it is important for us to build an understanding around this. And in order for us to build an understanding, we are going to need to be very specific if something is proto-canonical or deuterocanonical, even if both of them now are canonical. Is there an understanding? Okay. Now, this takes us to number H, non-canonical. So when you say something is non-canonical, you are saying it is not canonical. And what does it mean for something to not be canonical? It means the general rules that are applied to be able to discern or to authenticate the authority of scripture to be scripture. It means certain books do not match up to that standard. Because they do not match up to that standard, to that yardstick, we now call them what? Non-canonical. I hope there is at least an understanding there. And so it is needful for me to also give us the two final definition for this basic of biblical hermeneutic in the topic that we call canonicity. There's a word we call apocalypse because it is also going to be useful in the process of understanding canonicity. Apocalypse, in short, is an unveiling of things previously not known, or in simple terms, revelation. It means the revelation of things previously not known. Now, because of this term, there will obviously be a scholastic exchange and scholastic, what is this now? Ring with, ways of trying to, I was looking for a better word, but try to debate it out or to argue out. And those point of views concerning the revelation of things, the unveiling of things, will be understood now in the process of canonicity. Excuse me for not finding a better word of describing it. And then we have the word apocryphal. So, or apocryphal, which is doubtful, hidden, unknown origin or source. That can be the place, that can be the author, that can be the what is this now? The culture, that can be even the time frame of the writing of the book. And so if we are going to get an understanding of this dictionary, we are able to apply it when it comes to the process of canonicity. I want to stop here for today, and then invite you for the next part of the lesson that is going to come. It is going to be exciting. I hope you're excited just like I am. Again, Out Seminary is available on all platforms of social media. Visit our pages, visit our channels. You are going to be blessed, whether you are part of us or not a part of us, by the material that we have made available in support to the seminarians at first, and then extending it to the general public. Thank you so much. Until we meet again, God bless you. Bye bye.